Have you ever woken up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed? That deep, lingering exhaustion that coffee can't fix? Fatigue that follows you through the day, weighs down your mood and robs you of motivation? Chronic fatigue after 40 isn't just frustrating, it can destroy your quality of life. It interferes with your relationships, your work, and even your memory and mental clarity. And the worst part? Most people eventually accept it. They convince themselves this is just how life feels after 40, 50, or 60, that no matter how many hours they sleep, they're just never going to bounce back. But here's the truth. You can recover your energy. And in this video, we're going to talk about the one most important vitamin that could be the game changer in finally ending that awful fatigue, even if you've struggled with it for years. And stay with me because I'm also going to share 3 powerful tips that work with this vitamin to catapult your results and help you finally feel like yourself again. So if you're over 40 and tired of feeling tired, this video is for you. But before we get started, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to help this message reach more amazing people, especially seniors, who silently suffer with chronic fatigue every single day. Without further ado, let's get started. 1. Vitamin B12. Let's get right into it. One of the most overlooked causes of constant fatigue after 40 is a deficiency in a single vitamin. A vitamin that your body literally cannot function without when it comes to energy, brain health, and focus. I'm talking about vitamin B12. Now don't roll your eyes just yet. This isn't the usual take your vitamins advice, because the science behind B12 and fatigue is nothing short of jaw-dropping, especially for those over 40. Vitamin B12 is responsible for producing red blood cells that carry oxygen to your muscles and brain, fueling your mitochondria, your body's energy power plants, supporting your nervous system and mental clarity. When B12 is low, your cells are literally starving for energy. You can sleep 10 hours, drink 3 cups of coffee, and still feel like you're dragging a truck behind you. A 2013 double-blind study published in the British Journal of Psychiatry found that patients with low or borderline B12 levels who received B12 supplementation experienced marked improvements in both energy and mood when compared to those who didn't. Now here's what most people don't know. After age 40, your stomach produces less stomach acid, which is essential to absorb B12 from food. And if you're on medications like metformin or acid reducers, or if you follow a plant-based diet, your risk of B12 deficiency shoots through the roof. That's why so many people are walking around severely low in B12 and don't even realize it. They just feel exhausted all the time, and doctors tell them it's aging or stress. The good news? You can correct this, fast. Supplementing with the right form of B12 is key. The most effective forms are methylcobalamin and adenosylcobalamin, which are bioactive and better utilized by the body, especially the brain and nervous system. These are available as sublingual tablets, dissolved under the tongue, sprays, or injections, which bypass the digestive system and ensure better absorption for those with gut issues. In many clinical settings and anecdotal cases, people have reported experiencing profound boosts in energy, mental clarity, and overall vitality within days or weeks of correcting a long-standing B12 deficiency. You can start with 1,000 mcg per day, especially if you've never supplemented before. Now, I know I said this video was about the one vitamin you need to get rid of constant fatigue, and yes, vitamin B12 truly is the cornerstone. But let me be completely honest with you. There are 2 other nutrients that are absolutely indispensable when it comes to maintaining healthy energy levels, especially after 40. And the first one is something most people have never even heard of. CoQ10 is a vitamin-like substance that lives in the mitochondria of your cells, the very place where energy is made. Think of mitochondria as tiny power plants, and CoQ10 as the spark plug that helps them run. Without enough of it, your cells simply can't produce ATP, the energy currency that powers everything from muscle contractions to brain function. As CoQ10 levels decline, which they naturally do with age, stress, illness, or statin drug use, your body starts producing less energy. The result? You feel like your battery is permanently stuck on low. This isn't just theory, science backs it. A 2015 double-blind study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychopharmacology found that patients suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome who took 200 milligrams of CoQ10 daily for 12 weeks experienced a significant reduction in fatigue and improved physical performance compared to placebo. Another 2013 study in the journal Neuroendocrinology Letters showed similar findings, linking CoQ10 deficiency to increased fatigue and inflammation in patients with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. There's also growing evidence that CoQ10 supports heart health, and since your heart is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the body, it's no surprise that CoQ10 can improve endurance and vitality. One 2012 meta-analysis in molecular nutrition and food research found that CoQ10 supplementation improved exercise capacity in heart failure patients, which directly correlates with improved fatigue scores and quality of life. So how do you supplement it? CoQ10 is best taken in its more absorbable form known as Ubiquinol, especially for older adults or those with absorption issues. This is the active form your body uses immediately. Studies suggest that doses between 100–300 milligrams per day are effective for improving fatigue and restoring energy levels. It's fat-soluble, so it's best taken with a meal that contains healthy fats to boost absorption. If there's one mineral that almost everyone over 40 is quietly running low on, it's magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, and many of them are directly tied to energy production, muscle function, nerve health, and even your sleep cycle. When your magnesium is low, your body struggles to convert food into usable energy. You may feel exhausted, mentally foggy, and even anxious or irritable for no clear reason. Sound familiar? Here's what's wild. Many seniors lose magnesium without realizing it. Things like diuretics, blood pressure medications, stress, and high-sugar diets all drain your magnesium stores quietly over time. And without enough magnesium, even the best diet and supplements can't do their job properly. A striking 2012 review in the journal Magnesium Research showed that even marginal magnesium deficiency, levels not low enough to show up on routine blood tests, can trigger symptoms like chronic fatigue, muscle weakness, anxiety, poor sleep, and brain fog. What's even more compelling is that magnesium doesn't just support physical energy, it also supports neurological and emotional energy. Magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which affect mood, motivation, and mental clarity. When magnesium is low, the nervous system becomes overstimulated, leaving people feeling mentally exhausted, anxious, and unable to relax. Another overlooked connection is the link between magnesium and sleep quality. Many people struggling with fatigue aren't just tired, they're sleep deprived, even if they spend 7–8 hours in bed. Magnesium plays a direct role in activating GABA receptors, which help calm the nervous system and promote deep restorative sleep. So what can be done? The key is not just taking magnesium, but taking the right form in the right way. Magnesium glycinate is one of the most effective forms for fatigue because it is well absorbed and gentle on the digestive system, while also calming the nervous system. For those with brain fog or cognitive fatigue, magnesium L-threonate is another promising form because it's been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier and improve memory and clarity. For muscle-related fatigue or post-workout exhaustion, magnesium malate is often recommended due to its role in energy metabolism. But magnesium doesn't work in isolation. To truly restore energy and balance in the body, it needs support from 3 other essential nutrients: vitamin D3, vitamin K2, and zinc. Vitamin D3 helps regulate magnesium absorption in the intestines. If you're deficient in D3, which many adults are, you might not absorb enough magnesium from your food or supplements no matter how much you take. When you increase your intake of magnesium and vitamin D3, your calcium metabolism ramps up. But without K2 to direct that calcium into your bones and teeth, it can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries or joints. K2 acts like a traffic controller, ensuring that the extra calcium mobilized by D3 and magnesium goes exactly where it's needed. And then there's zinc. Zinc and magnesium share absorption pathways in the body, and they work synergistically in many enzyme systems. Zinc plays a critical role in hormone production, immune strength, and tissue repair. But it also supports thyroid function and adrenal health, both of which are often impaired in people with chronic fatigue. When you're stressed, physically, emotionally, or hormonally, your adrenal glands burn through magnesium and zinc faster than usual. Without adequate levels, fatigue deepens, sleep suffers, and recovery slows. Now that we've discussed the critical nutrients your body needs, let's take it a step further. Because no matter how powerful your supplement stack is, it won't fix chronic fatigue if your daily habits are working against you. So here are 3 powerful tips that can truly help you recover from fatigue, not temporarily, but for good. First, eliminate sugar and refined carbs from your daily diet. This is one of the fastest ways to restore natural, sustained energy. When you eat sugar or processed carbs, think pastries, white bread, sweetened drinks, your blood sugar spikes quickly, giving you a short burst of energy. But what goes up must come down. Your body releases a large amount of insulin to bring your blood sugar back down, and this creates an inevitable crash, leaving you feeling drained, moody, and often craving even more sugar. Over time, this roller coaster leads to insulin resistance, where your cells no longer respond properly to insulin, and this is a major contributor to fatigue, brain fog, and eventually type 2 diabetes. But when you switch to nutrient-dense, whole foods-rich in healthy fats and quality protein, something amazing happens. Your energy stabilizes. Think about how you feel after eating a meal of wild-caught salmon, pasture-raised eggs, or sliced avocado drizzled with olive oil. These foods don't spike your blood sugar. They nourish your body, keep you full longer, and provide clean-burning energy. You'll notice that hours pass before you feel hungry again. Not because you're forcing it, but because your metabolism is actually working the way it should. Second, consider practicing intermittent fasting. This isn't about starving yourself. It's about giving your body time to rest from constant digestion and stabilize blood sugar. When you fast for a period of time, say 14 to 16 hours overnight, your insulin levels drop and your cells become more sensitive to it. This helps reverse insulin resistance, supports healthy metabolism, and can dramatically reduce fatigue, especially that mid-morning or late afternoon crash. Intermittent fasting has also been shown in numerous studies to support mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation, and improve mental clarity, all things that people suffering from fatigue desperately need. And third, always rule out deeper underlying health issues. If you've been doing everything right, eating well, sleeping, taking the right supplements, and you're still constantly tired, your body might be trying to tell you something more serious is going on. Kidney disease, liver dysfunction, thyroid imbalances, heart failure, and even cancer can all present with fatigue as an early symptom. Chronic fatigue that doesn't improve with lifestyle changes deserves medical attention. It's not weakness, it's a signal. Getting proper lab work done and consulting with your healthcare provider could uncover hidden conditions that need to be addressed before real healing can begin. So in conclusion, chronic fatigue is not something you have to accept as normal, especially after 40. Your body is designed to feel vibrant, focused, and strong. And when it doesn't, that's your cue to investigate what's missing. But before you add any new supplement to your routine or make a major dietary change, please consult your healthcare provider, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or take medications. The goal is not just to have more energy today. It's to support deep, lasting vitality that carries you into the years ahead. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might be struggling with unexplained fatigue. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we have more science-backed, practical health content coming your way, and you won't want to miss it.